So I'm speaking today with Scott Brinker, who is the Editor-in-Chief at Chiefmartec. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us, what are some of the parallels between software and software development and marketing, and what are the implications of that?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, I think traditionally, if you'd imagined a career spectrum, marketers would have been on one end, software developers are on a completely opposite end. So yeah, like how all of a sudden are they now intertwining? How are these professions coming together? I think the simple version is, right, marketing is increasingly responsible for customer experience through a whole bunch of channels that either are directly digital or powered behind the scenes by digital technologies. Everything digital is operated by software, run by software. And so marketers have almost accidentally, as a result of going where the customer is, going where the prospect is, into this digital world, they now find themselves crafting customer experiences that at the end of the day are really about crafting the software that makes that happen.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So can you give us some examples of how sort of agile management practices have moved over from sort of software into marketing?
Yeah, I mean, certainly Agile started in software for the reason that, you know, large software projects, if they would take a year or 2 years, by the time you got to the end of the project, things had changed.
You're right.
Right? So that's where Agile came from, was, okay, well, can we build software in a more iterative way? Can we build it to evolve as needs evolve? And that applies so directly in marketing today, right? It used to be that we could have that sort of rigid version of the marketing plan and we could see out for a year ahead.
Yeah.
Today, we certainly have the ability to have some strategy and some vision for the year ahead, but the actual execution, the operations, the ability to experiment and respond to feedback from the audience, that's something that you need to have that agile, iterative capability as a part of marketing.
Are we really saying that nowadays, you know, we can't be a modern marketer without being a technologist?
I'm always careful to disclaim that I don't think everyone in marketing needs to be a technologist.
Right.
Just as, frankly, not everyone in marketing needs to be a brilliant graphic designer or an awesome copywriter. But just like graphic design and copywriting and these disciplines are entwined in marketing's gestalt, it's part of what we think of as marketing, technology has now come to that same level too. Technology needs to be integrated into the marketing team. You want technologists in marketing, not everyone in marketing is a technologist.
And how are you seeing that play out in terms of what are some of the implications of these technologists now coming into these more traditional marketing teams? Is there friction there?
You know, all these things are evolutionary. You know, change is hard. Change is hard for organizations. But I think the benefit of bringing technologists natively into the marketing team is it gives marketing, it's actually not taking away from the IT department. It's really more about creating a bridge to allow marketing to collaborate more effectively with IT, because people in the marketing team are able to speak the language of IT. They're able to take the insights from the IT team and help translate it into marketing. And those bridge roles are incredibly effective for helping this cultural evolution, this organizational evolution of marketing move forward.
So we understand that you know, marketing now has incredible similarities with software development, and we're seeing a lot of these sort of practices of what we would usually traditionally find in software development move into marketing. But what should we do with that knowledge as modern marketers today? What's the implication of that for us?
So I think it's just a recognition that the marketing environment has changed. So a lot of the skills and concepts and ideas that we had for marketing 10 years ago, some of them are absolutely still applicable today, but we need to now augment them with new ways of managing in this digital environment, with new ways of thinking about creativity, not just as the art of communications, but creativity as the art of these orchestrated digital experiences. And so I think what we can do as marketers is we can look to the software world, which in many ways was the original digital profession, and learn from their experience of what works, what doesn't when you manage a software-powered environment, which is what modern marketing is.
And Scott, are you seeing any trends moving forwards in terms of organizations now, in terms of how they're moving into marketing automation and technology, for example?
This recognition that marketing really needs to take responsibility for its technology stack, that it needs to take responsibility for selecting the tools that are going to enable to deliver the outcome that is expected of it. You know, this doesn't mean marketing needs to do it entirely on its own. It absolutely needs to be a collaborative process with the IT department. Frankly, it needs to be collaborative even more now with sales and customer service, because all of these functions are now intertwining in customer touch points. But at the end of the day, marketing needs to take that leadership position to say, all right, this is the customer experience we're looking to achieve. These are the technologies that are going to help us get there.
That's brilliant, thank you. I have been talking today with Scott Brinker, who is the Editor-in-Chief at Chiefmartec, and it's been great to have you with us today. Thank you.
Thank you.